Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Woo! I'm Aaliyah from Jersey and I'm so glad to have you back again with me. Guess who's back in the house? Fine, fresh, feminine, vibe like a feminine, body like wow. It's literally right now the Scorpio new moon occurring and Trump is releasing the Epstein list and I'm so happy because we are getting one step closer to justice. Ooh, I love when secrets get revealed on the national scale. So in celebration of the secrets coming to light, of all evil that was in the dark coming to light, and potentially Virginia Guffrey getting justice. I know, try to say that 4 times fast. Oh my God, what a tongue twister. I am so excited. So I decided to honor her memory tonight after watching videos of her and of the other abuse victims by going ahead today and doing an honorary reading for the Scorpio new moon and for the Kazemi, because it's a Mercury Kazemi in Scorpio. So Mercury, the sun, the moon, the new moon, a Mercury retrograde, all in the sign of Scorpio together with Venus. That's so many planets in the sign of rebirth and regeneration and death and other people's money and taxes. So I figured today, in honor of that, we're going to go ahead, we're going to divine the question. Now, you've clicked on this video, so as usual, you are ahead of me. You know what the question is going to be, because at this point in the video, I don't know what the question is. This is usually how I do it. I go ahead and I divine the question on camera so that you know what I know at the same time. We see the same thing, we agree on what it is, etc., etc. And I'm about to burp. That's how I know. Excuse me, that spirit is telling the truth. Yep, that's how you know. There's the burp again. A little sip of water for that. All right. So without further ado, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, I don't know why I almost said anything. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, please. Archangel Uriel, please come down and give clear messages straight from the divine. So what for today, why? Oh my God, this Mercury retrograde is retrograding, retro booming, because why do I sound like this right now? So in honor of this new moon and Mercury retrograde, for secrets come to light with the sun in Scorpio, spirit, what would you like the question to be for tonight? For the secrets come to light in honor of the secrets. This is a timeless reading, of course. Okay, the Queen of Cups. Okay. What is the question for tonight going to be? Starting with Queen of Cups. What is the question for tonight? What would you like tonight? What's the question? What would you like the question to be, Spirit? What is the question that you would like, that you pulled me over here to do? The devil? Oh, girl. Did you see the way that flew out, too? That was crazy. Okay, what's the devil? A girl and the devil. So true, bestie. Which, this is so, like, giving vibes of the videos I've been watching. Like, I literally mentioned Virginia, Guffrey. And, like, she is a triple Leo, which comes across so, like, Cancer Leo vibe to me. So that gives, like, this gives, like, abuse victims and the devil gives that. Like, those women standing up to speak out against Jeff Epstein. Like, that's good work. Ooh, here you go. Oh, okay, T. Oh my gosh. 7 of Swords reversed. Sorry, this is long. I'm trying to figure out what Spirit's on. I'm trying to figure out what Spirit's smoking. Smoking on his X-Pack for what? Oh my God. Did you see that? Where did you go? Why did it just disappear? That was so scary. How do you want that? Oh, okay. Yeah, this way. Feeling overwhelmed. And then 7 of Wands reversed. 7 of Swords reversed. 7 of Wands reversed. And I'm hearing siren. Oh, a reveal. Okay. There's aspects here. Of like a... Because why is it competition, stealth, deception, potential loss, feelings of entrapment? This is so giving the energy of the, like, the women I've been obsessed with watching videos with the past few days. I wonder if that's Spirit trying to give me a hint about something. Like abuse of some sort. Abuse of some sort, right? Okay, what do you want me to ask? What's the question, Spirit? Help me. What's the question? 10 of Swords, ominous betrayal. Abuse, betrayal, abuse, betrayal, abuse. Is it the revealing of? What is this about? What do you want me to ask? You want me to ask about the victims? 5 of Wands reverse. Natural methods avoid or resolve the struggle. Keep going. Do you want me to ask about the victims or about abusers? What are you wanting me to ask about? You want me to ask about victims, abusers? Knight of Swords, incoming. Incoming. What's incoming? What is incoming? I am not connected to this right now for some reason. I feel like there's a block. For some reason, like I'm not getting this right now. There's something trying to prevent me from understanding what this question is. Because it's victims. Victims. A victim. Or something from your past. The question is regarding the viewer. So something from your past in a situation where you were like in a rough moment, a stealth deception potentially. What are we having information revealed about it soon? Is that what you're trying to say, Spirit? You're going to make information about this come to light, about a deception from the past. A stealth deception from the past comes to truth, and quickly, because it's going to be, because it was, oh, and this was already flipped. Look at that. 6 of Wands reversed. Doubting your ability for potential failure passed over for self. Like, it's like keeping yourself back from it going public for fear. Okay. I'm wondering if the question is yes, and 9 of Cups. Okay, so the question, okay, let me see if I can phrase this in a way to make this conclusive. The question seems to be something from your past, a previous addiction, issue, self-deception, whether it's with parental figures or a previous partner or friend group. Something blew up in your face and you never got closure from that. And you were afraid of it coming to light. But something about it is going to be revealed to you soon, and you're going to be shown how you have it all. That's the point. So the question seems to be, what will be revealed from a stealth deception from your past? What will come to light about a situation where you were abused, where you were the victim? How is a good way? What's an intelligent way to say that? I have to put into Chat GPT how I'm gonna ask that question in a way. I was not a marketing major. I'm gonna tell you what. I was not a marketing major. Taglines were not my thing. What is this? A place where you were previously victim come to light, where you're now up on top. Spirit tells you how you regain from victimhood. Maybe that. Like how to come back from your victimhood. Strange kind of piles. That seems to be the question. It's like victimhood. It's like how you were made to. I'm sorry, I probably sound like a rambling idiot right now. Let's go ahead and ask Spirit for 3 piles. I'm hearing in my head 3 piles. I'm seeing 3 piles. There goes 1. Flew on the ground. Thank you. The Chariot. Cancer, as of course. Give me pile number 2, please. Yeah, I just saw it. What is it? You just saw it. I just saw it. You just 360'd a card. I hate when you do that shit. Oh my God. Okay, pile 2. Pile 2. Oh, pile 2. Pile 2. Pile 2. Pile 2. 2. 2. Pile 2. Pile 2. Pile 2. 2. 2. Ooh. Pile 2, 9 of Wands. Okay. And pile 3. Ooh. 8 of Cups. Okay. These seem to be the options for how you are going to get past your victimhood, or a way that you will bypass a situation where you were made the victim or you were undercut. If you haven't seen any of the video previously to this pile selection point, the question seems to be from Spirit. If you want to go back and watch that divination, it was quite interesting, actually. The question from Spirit seems to be a focus right now on victims, especially femme victims in the zeitgeist, because right now, at the time I'm doing this reading, we're focused and doing tonight at the time of this reading. The Jeff Epstein files have been just signed to be released in America. So the reveal of secrets and ways that victims were previously let down, that they are going to be given back karma. Maybe that's the point, karma. What karma are you owed for a previous martyrdom or previous victimhood? What karma are you owed? Maybe like that's the point. How is the situation going to turn around for you? So now we have see pile 1, the Chariot, pile 2, 9 of Wands, pile 3, 8 of Cups. Go ahead and select. You can pick more than one. They're going to be quite deep, I have a feeling. So we're going to, without further ado, I'm going to take a sip of water. I'm going to get started. Okay. Part 1. If you didn't watch any of this video so far, it was fascinating. I can understand why I skipped everything, though, because I imagine right now we are 30 minutes in this video, because it took me way too long to figure out what Spirit was trying to say. Because at the time of this reading, just to run you through it, what seems to be what's going on in the universe is we have a Kazemi in Scorpio, which means there's multiple planets in the sign of Scorpio, which is Sun. The moon is a new moon in Scorpio, all conjunct Mercury retrograde. Oh my God. And Venus. Oh my God. Literally everything all at once in Scorpio. And tonight, by no coincidence, was the agreement to the reveal of the Epstein files by President Trump in America. And so, in honor of all the women that I have been watching the videos like crazy on them earlier today about the victims, we are today doing a focus and a feature on how you have previously been a victim in your life and how it is going to either come to light or Spirit is going to give you back for whatever that's going to be or whatever that situation was. So I'm going to get it started in here by asking first, what was the situation? Okay, so how was pile number one? What was pile number 1 situation in which they were victimized? Excuse me, Lord. Oh my God, with that coming down. Something information here. Okay, 4 of Swords reversed. Restlessness, healing is needed. The body and mind are willing. The mind is not. Okay, so whether that was, I'm hearing like emotional turmoil, trauma, physical trauma as well. By the way, if anything is triggering at any time, please feel free to pause the video, take a lap, do what you need for yourself. Like if any of this conversation, because I have no idea what Spirit's about to say to me. I never do. But I can only say what comes into my mind's eye. And so I never want to upset anybody. So you know, with that in mind. So proceed with caution, please. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to be honest. I'm feeling there's a sexual undertone. I'm not really sure why, whether that's like you suffered some sort of sexual abuse or trauma in the past, and I'm hearing body knows the score. So it's kind of like a situation where, ooh, I don't know, I just got a chill, a weird shiver. It's okay. You're okay. You're safe here. You're safe. Unclench. We're fine. You're okay. Nothing can hurt you. It's just a reading. You're on YouTube. Don't worry. Nothing going to happen, right? So the acknowledgement is just of that. Spirit is trying to just start by acknowledging that. I can feel how aggressive. My heart just clenched or so aggressively. So it's like, whoa, chill. Okay, we're fine here. Release the hips. You're fine here. No, nothing's going to happen. That's the most I'll mention of it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say that there is some information there regarding what occurred, and you know from there what you need to know. So first of all, I have this on the bottom of the deck. 9 of Cups, at peace, trust the process. You have it all. So it feels like you're already in a point where, versus 10 of Swords, where you were in a very ominous betrayed, left for dead state previously at one point in your life. Rock bottom, right? A major disaster hit. I mean, we all have insane stories of deep, dark trauma from within us, right? And that doesn't negate the seriousness of how aggressive it was and how hard it was to come back from it. Oftentimes, with many people not even having the ability to afford proper care options like therapy or mental health classes or medications. But for you, you have still managed, despite everything, despite all of the odds, to build a life for yourself and come back into a place of seeming stability. Now, whether or not that's you are still working on some, I'm seeing in my mind's eye, like you still working out the kinks of triggers and like weird moments in, how do I say this? you are still working on not repeating cycles and patterns of abuse so as for them not to be perpetrated, like ending them and noticing them in yourself so as to not continue them onto other people. You're at a place where you are currently now so stable enough that you are finally like, oh, maybe I can begin to take on those other options. Ooh, another 360 flip. What, Spirit? What do we need Pile 1 to know now? So what is the reward for Pile 1 in response to all this hard work on self? How do you want this? How do you want this? Not fast. Okay, 8 of Wands. What's the reward? Not fast. What's not fast? Okay. Oh. The Lovers. Okay. 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 So, yeah. Okay. This is a whole story. Spirit's got a whole story it's spelling out to me. It's everything I assumed, which is great. I always feel good when I have a correct mind's eye reading. That always feels good. So the story, obviously, you've come a long way. Wow, look at that in the you've come a long way from the place where you were, obviously, with, again, here's Scorpio there, death and rebirth. You've come a long way from the place that you were in, that place of turmoil. And I think that the aspect that Spirit wants to give you a moment for me to talk about is actually about a relief to the nightly anxiety that you feel. So whether that's been ruminating, I'm hearing that new Lily Allen song, ruminating about what's been going on, whether it's your romantic life, personal life, or your intrusive thoughts, which if you have never looked them up, please do. I'm hearing that intrusive. Spirit is underlining that, which means that if you're not aware of what they are, maybe it's time to do a Google. Intrusive thoughts that you have had specifically lately. It's almost as if I'm being forced to talk about this. It's like when your body is used to being berated, or your mind is used to being berated a certain amount, you start to, when you have that taken away from you, it's kind of like, I hate to say it's like a drug, right? You become addicted to it. So when you're not getting it from the source of whoever you were getting it from, you begin to inflict those same opinions upon yourself. Just like as a self-fulfilling, self-actualizing prophecy, like self-esteem, and when you believe that you deserve or will only ever get a certain amount or certain belief of person, you'll only ever have someone who is able to do that. That's very true. And so, like, for in this case, I just saw it in my mind's eye. And so the anxiety of, like, I'll give you an example in my own life. That's Spirit's using me right now, is using me and a friend of mine to point out what I mean. For me personally, I'm going to use a personal example. I recognized in myself a few weeks ago a self-fulfilling prophecy that I was like, why do I always feel so calm? I was talking with a friend. I was like, why do I always feel so calm when I'm single? Like, I don't feel any type of way. I'm just very like I'm just so like self-focused. I'm getting the work done that I need to get done on myself, et cetera, et cetera. But then when I get back in a relationship, I just feel my anxiety ratchet up. Like I have so many issues, and especially regarding, and then I focused in and I took that time to really look deep within myself. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be vulnerable. I realized that the issues that I was having was definitely specifically regarding intimacy. And I do not mean sex. I legitimately mean emotional. I was having trouble with those moments of just sitting with the partner that I had. I was finding myself unable to connect in those moments because I was too busy berating myself in my own head for not being able to feel the moment, that I couldn't feel the moment. I was too busy thinking about previous exes that I felt that I had not, I felt in the moment that I was associating the situation with my current partner, who I love and cherish, with a toxic moment from an ex of mine. Without even meaning to, I was thrust back into that moment, and it caused me to begin to have a panic attack because I just like it was so similar to me for no, and there was no reason why I should have been similar. My exes are nothing alike. They treat me nothing like. I just felt so disconnected in that moment that it brought me back to a place where I was emotionally in the same place where I was. And I realized that the reason I feel so calm when I'm single is because I'm not re-traumatized again. I don't have to deal with these issues head first and confront them because I'm not in positions to confront them. It's not as though I was seeking help to explore those feelings. So it just so happened that when I was in relationships, I was being forced to confront them. And I was just associating them with bad because they would ratchet up my anxiety because I would be re-traumatizing myself again, going through the CPTSD, as opposed to doing the work and recognizing what it was for what it was. But now that was a very adult discovery of mine. And that kind of breakthrough, which is what I'm assuming Chariot is here, that kind of, especially emotional breakthrough is sort of what led me to realize, oh, I like need help. I need to be equipped with a professional who can understand and hear me out, who has been from the same background as me. Like whether that's like LGBTQ like assumptions or from the same part of the world or similar age, like whatever that is. I need someone who I can sound these ideas off of, who can explain to me, a professional who can explain to me why it is that I'm doing what I'm doing, knowing why I'm doing what I'm doing. And when I have these moments of emotional where it gets too much, that I can say something to. And I ended up signing up actually for BetterHelp now. A lot of people hate BetterHelp, and I'm not here to advocate for anything, and I'm not, but I'm going to advocate for mental health. That I hit a roadblock that was so hard, I found myself crashing out in public. So I had no choice but to go online and to sign myself up. And I'm sure as hell glad that I did. So if this is your moment that you say, fuck, I need a Hail Mary someone, remember there are always options online, and you can get like really cheap sponsorships. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you could get really cheap sponsorships from like YouTubers, online magazines and stuff. Sometimes they do like the collabs where they drop I don't know who needs to hear this, but excuse me, I'm burping, which means that Spirit says, no, somebody needs to hear this, says I'm speaking the truth, that the sometimes people like influencers will do collabs with programs like BetterHelp, and they'll put a 30% off discount, or let's say 2 weeks free, and you can look for that real quick with a quick Google search or a Chat GPT search if you need that quick. Just remember that, just to put that in your head, just something from me to you, just from one crash out to another, you know what I mean? I'm dead. We're not crash outs. We're going to be just fine. The problem is the rest of my life so healthy is going great. It was just this last part that was really irritable. So I'm acknowledging for you how much transformation you've been through, specifically with lovers as well. Spirit is telling you that Spirit is going to send you the lover of your dreams and the option from which you want, which is going to be a far cry from the rest of this place and is going to help relieve your anxiety. But with the relieving your anxiety comes the acknowledgement of not berating yourself for how your healing process goes, 1, and not forcing yourself to do too much too soon, 2, and 3, finding out a partner who gives room for all of that, right? We want to be here in a place where we feel gentle with ourselves, gentle with others, and then making sure they're gentle with us. Okay, all of these things. And Spirit wants to give you a new beginning, a cleansed, fresh start from this heartbreak, because you are owed good karma and rewards. Especially, by the way, if you, I don't know why I'm being pulled to say this, but if you have ever lost a child or a baby, or I don't know why I'm getting like that weird, crazy, dark feeling, but again, that I got. So it's like feeling of like almost motherhood, like whether motherhood has evaded you of some sort. There's something here to that, and it's okay. I want you to know that there is a place where healing is going to be reached for you after all of these delays, blocks, these personal setbacks, these reflections on your life and on decisions and self-introspections. All this time in the dark night of the soul is going to lead to a beautiful outcome. And Spirit's going to help relieve your anxiety, to help take you out of this last era, because you are in the final dregs of transformation. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's absolutely hard. Yes, it's a cocoon. Yes, it is imprisonment, but from imprisonment comes empowerment and moving on, transformation. So you will emotionally be in a place that you'll be able to handle anything. If you want to talk about empowerment, I would say watch a video of Virginia Guffey. I do not believe personally that she unalived herself personally, but that's just me. Just like I don't believe, never mind. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I'm going to tell you that things up ahead for you are looking very bright. You are through the worst of it. That seems to be the finalized announcement for you, group number 1. You are through the worst of this. And I know you are relieved to hear that. And so am I, to be honest, for you, because I can feel the relief and sun shining upon you at the end of this. This is the vibe very much. There's a new beginning and a fresh start from a place where you believed you would never be able to get there. There was a time in your life that you believed you would never have these things, and you have built all of them for yourself. Thank you so much, pal number 1. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment telling me that you enjoyed or telling me your story about what's going on with you. I would love to hear from you. I love to respond to comments too, especially when they say something, I love that. Or leave a subscription. Join the Jersey Leo Pride. You will only get videos pushed to you in there for you, something in them from Spirit, by me, for you, from Spirit. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye. Okay. Pile number 2. I'm the Jersey Leo. I'm a Leo from Jersey, and welcome back to my channel. If you didn't watch anything up until this point, the divination process for this was fascinating. At the time that I'm recording this is a timeless reading, but I'm going to tell you the same thing I've been telling everybody else. At the time that I'm recording this, it is currently the Scorpio Kazemi, which means multiple planets in one sign. So right now, the sun is in Scorpio. The moon is a new moon tonight in Scorpio. It is Mercury retrograde, all conjunct. Oh my God. And a Venus all in Scorpio. And in the United States where I live, President Trump has just agreed to release the Epstein files. So today's agreement seems to be everyone's talk, the name on everybody's lips has got to be Epstein. Sorry, I'm so rotten for that. I'm actually so rotten for turning a Chicago number into it. Already, I feel a little bit of a different vibe from this pop from the last one. So the question for today seems to be about, if you were a previous victim of an issue, what was the issue and how is Spirit going to right this issue for you? How are you going to earn good karma from this issue, this problem in which you were the victim and did not get your just desserts or whatnot? So let's first ask, what was the situation with pile number 2? Okay, Knight of Cups, genuine support and compliments. Then what? What was the issue with pile number 2? What was the issue with pile number 2? Oh, shit. The Tower. Okay, genuine support leading to an issue. Uh-oh, I don't like that. This again. Ace of Wands. Oh, really? This is what I think. I'm right. This is what I think. Yeah, this is what I think. 5 of Pentacles. How did that happen? Okay, let's dealt deception. Okay, so the story that I seem to be seeing in my mind's eye, I'm like getting, I guess it doesn't necessarily need to be workplace. It could also be in the family. You were shining too bright. You were looking too good. And someone decided that they wanted to sabotage you. You had to be sabotaged to even the score, to level the playing field, to out of jealousy, whatever reason abusers have for doing this or that, right? And in this situation, it ended up actually not only blocking you from situations that you should have been owed and from your potential wish fulfillment, whatever that would have been, but also potentially sabotage your money or put you in a dark night of the soul or lack mindset. So someone's actual sabotagery actually led to your downfall, your demise, darling, your demise. Pile number 2. So what occurred? So that's why we see 9 of Wands. That's why it's persistence in the last stand of hope. I see. So you were amidst the conflict, more trials ahead. So I see. So what's going on? What's going on? So the self-deception. What occurred with the self-deception? What was said? But what was said, Spirit? But what was said? Okay, a jealous, defeat, conflict. You must stand up for yourself. Arguments. Yeah, I can't make this shit up. Yeah, girl, am I psychic or am I psychic? Reclaim your power. Yeah. Yeah. So sabotagery. It's also giving like low-key, like, I keep being drawn to this image in my head. This is so dark. This is so dark, but I'm just going to tell this really quick to give an example of why I'm being told this, because I don't know why I'm hearing this story, but I hate when spirit gives me like nails sometimes, like, say it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say it. Okay, I was watching this video yesterday. I told you, I've been watching videos of victims. I've been like obsessed the past like week. It's like the only thing I can watch is videos of victims telling their stories, like firsthand accounts of survivors telling their stories and their stories of escape. And there's a specific woman that I was obsessed with who's from New Jersey. Shout out Azizie, Azazie. And she's trying to, Aziza, and she's currently trying to promote a law to make incest above the age of 18 illegal in New Jersey, which is apparently one of 2 states to not have it illegal, which, dumb as hell, Philip Murphy is currently the governor. If you literally are listening to this, sign the petition. I will put it in the bio. Please sign it. Please consider signing it, making incest. You do not have to be from New Jersey, obviously, to sign the petition. And if it gets above a certain amount of signatures, it will get pushed to the governor. And the governor, by the way, has signed a personal friend's bill of mine. So if anyone's going to sign this bill, it's going to be the big, beautiful bill. It's going to be Philip Murphy. Philip Murphy. So we're going to get it to Phil's desk. We're going to get the bill to Philip's desk. I'm sorry, I sound like an asshole, but... So, Aziza was telling a story about how this is really dark. Here you go. I'll warn you. Trigger warning. Content warning. She gave birth to 4 of her father's children, and her siblings, her sisters, were also forced to give birth to her father's children. And and again, this was New Jersey, and she is not that much older than me. Her actual oldest daughter is the same age as me, which is terrifying. The siblings, she notes, they felt competitive with her because of the quote unquote attention that she, as the oldest daughter, got from her father, and they didn't understand the layers of complex abuse that were occurring there. So they tried to do the same things that they noticed that he would make her do, to try to gather his attention. Now, as you can imagine how dark and twisted and scary that was, yes, parentheses, yes, and I'm not going to go further into it, but I'm just going to say, this gives a similar kind of energy, like there were people around that had no idea what you were going through, and were still in a situation that they felt that they wanted to preen, or have what you have, or take what you take, or take what you have from you. Like, it's giving, oh, you know what I'm seeing now? I'm seeing in my mind's eye, what's the name of that movie? It's Jude Law. Dickie. It's Jude Law, and he's murdered by a copycat. The marvelous Mr. Ripley. The marvelous Mr. Ripley. And it's the story about, I believe, and it's a story about Matt Damon tries to become Jude Law, take over his life, assume his identity as a rich boy living out in like the Baltic Sea on his boat with his hot girlfriend, and meanwhile he murders him and tries to take his identity after trying to be him, be his coolness. Like, that's what this is giving. It's giving like you had something or a situation where you really were going or working on yourself, and other people are constantly putting themselves in your way. So how is so very clear answer, Spirit, about this. Very clear. So go ahead, Spirit, and now you're going to tell me how we're going to make the situation right for pile number 2, my 9 of Wands pile. How are we going to make this situation right? I love doing these readings sometimes. I got to tell you, I love doing these readings. Fascinating. The card that popped over here is 3 of Pentacles, and I want to tell you something. It's reversed, which I think is fascinating because you can't make that up. That's reversed. You know what that is? That means this lack of cohesion means whatever they got built against you. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that phrase from the Bible. What is it? What is it? Swords you built against me will not, any weapons, thank you, Spirit's correcting me. Any weapons formed against me shall not prosper. That's what this gives. Lack of cohesion. Like I'm hearing, get it together. Like, get it together, Patricia. We have a show this weekend. Like they can't even get their show together enough to be able to upstage you. Like it's not like Spirit is going to reward you for trying to power through this situation despite sabotagery, because they thought that they were going to be able to sabotage you, collect themselves, and then be able to present it like as if they were given a PowerPoint. No, it's not that. It's giving, I'm seeing in my mind's eye that scene from Bride Wars with Anne Hathaway and Kate, whatever, the blonde woman. That scene where she's in the boardroom because after all this time trying to sabotage her best friend goes to her hair salon while she's getting her highlights done and switches the bowl with blue dye. So a week before her wedding, she gets her hair dyed blue, and then she has to give a meeting at work with blue hair and realizes she has blue hair. So she tries to take off the shirt off her head to try to cover up her blue hair. She ends up looking like a moron trying to give a meeting in her bra with a shirt around her head with blue hair to these high-powered executives in New York as a lawyer. That's what this is giving. This is giving that Spirit's going to make them bumble in a way that is going to be so funny. Like, that's what this is giving. This is giving, like, there's a comedy element to this. That's what this has been all along. I've been like, why am I laughing? It's like, there's an element to this that it's like, oh, wow. Like, they're going to try to sabotage you, and then there's going to be some, like, hilarious thing that occurs that is like a, you're going to get, like, a, see, like, a just, I told you, or, like, just so, like, this, it's going to feel very karmic. There's like a karmic ha-ha at the end of this. I can't explain it. Do you have anything else you want to say? What about pile number 2 themselves? What is pile number 2 going to achieve from this? So their person gets whacked. But then what about them? So whoever tried to sabotage them gets their shit rocked. But what about pile number 2? Where did that go? Do you see what's going on? Why do I gotta fish for all these? Yeah, King of Wands. Look at that. Yeah, you can't make that up. Queen of Wands and King of Wands. What are you going to be like? You're going to be confident, an alchemist, looking good, a go-getter, coming back better than ever. Yeah, look, listen, to hear that confirmation from the train. Like, and look, I have Queen of Wands and King of Wands here. Like, it was funny. It was saying you reclaim your power. Now you again, reclaim your power. Double fire energy. So this aspect of whether that's you and a partner, or you, if you don't have a partner, maybe Spirit gives you someone that matches your kind of energy, that's willing to stand up, or someone stands up for you, or you see someone at work, or you are non-binary, or you're a woman or a man. I don't know, bro. The point is that you're going to be looking better than ever. Every time, think about it this way. I'm seeing in my mind's eye, every time Spirit is offering a contract in this case. It feels like this. The contract for you is this, whether or not you've had this kind of inclination, the contract is this. Spirit is saying every time someone tries to sabotage you, the karma from that will actually make you better. Thank them. Spirit is saying to me right now, thank them. Thank them for the energy that they have given to you, because there is no creation of energy, right? Energy is just changed. It's either kinetic or potential. There is no creation or destruction of matter or energy. That's science, baby. That's science. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me. I have a degree. Don't argue with me. I have a STEM degree. Okay. Energy it's not converted, right? So this idea here is that these people, when they overexert this energy, this mental, this literal psychic kinetic energy is what I'm hearing in my head. Psychic kinetic energy to you, about you. They power up your psychic aura, your psychic body, your ability to generate more. It's like I'm seeing people pour in energy into you, and then you can use it as a beacon to channel for yourself further. That's what this tower is for some reason. The tower is straight up. That's what it is. It's like energy pointing from the sky to you kind of thing. So people are activating you for further ascension kind of a thing. That's what this is giving, actually. So every time people try to sabotage you, it just activates you for your own ascension. I think that's fascinating. That's a great answer. And I'm going to end that there, pile number 2, because I think that's a really, really interesting answer. Thank you so much. I've been Leah from Jersey. If you like this, please feel free to like or leave a comment telling me what's going on. You know I love to hear from my people. Where my people at? Where my people at? Leave a subscribe if you want to join the Jersey Leo Pride. You know you only get pushed videos that are meant for you from Spirit that I have a video in, because I got a billion videos, and you know you're not for everybody. So what is the Shakespeare? Do not sell to all markets. Sell to all markets. You are not for everyone. Sorry, I'll be tripping over my own shit. Okay, bye, pile number 2. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye. That was great. And now onto my final pile. I'm very happy because Spirit only made me do 3 piles today, which I'm glad about. Because usually Spirit makes me do 4. Which can be very tiring. Okay, pile number 3. I'm so excited. Today has been fascinating. The video has been so interesting, and what Spirit has pulled for me from these piles has been so fascinating. So if you don't know, the topic of the video, if you didn't watch anything up until this point, pile number 3, oh my God, fascinating. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm at the end of the day and you're here. You're for the first time here. That's crazy work. If you didn't watch anything like the pile divination about how we got here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got to this point of this question today, and I'm going to explain my backing. So basically, as I'm doing this is a timeless reading that you're watching this, but as I am doing this today, there is a Kazemi, which means multiple planets in one sign in the sky. The sun, the new moon, which is secrets revealed, and Mercury retrograde, and Venus, all in the sign of Scorpio, of death, rebirth, transformation, taxes, and other people, and other people's money, which I think is so apt as to Donald Trump tonight, the president of the United States, has signed that the Epstein Black Book list is going to be released to the public, which I think is fascinating. So I have actually been obsessed over the past few days, literally obsessed with watching videos of firsthand accounts of victims retelling their own stories about, especially about their own escape from these master traffickers and whatnot, and it's been insane. So for today's video, in honor of those victims and of abuse and of all the things that they've endured, I have dedicated this reading to be about how you have personally been victimized and how Spirit is going to give back to you in exchange for that. So all the piles have been fascinating and about something different. So if you're pulled to more than one, please feel free to go ahead and check that out because they're in response to different aspects. But I can't wait to see what your pile's about. So you picked 8 of Cups. So I'm going to start you off the same way I started off the other piles by asking, what is the situation? So what was the situation in which you were the victim? What was the situation? What was going on? What happened to pile 3? Spirit. Pile number 3. Archangel Michael. Archangel Uriel. Clear message. What was the story for pile 3? Competition. I can't make that shit up. Did you see that? Competition. 5 of Wands. Okay. That's right there. That's obvious. Plain as day the way that popped. A few here. Competition. The world. 5 of Wands. The world. Karmic cycles closed. 3 of Cups. I don't know which way it's supposed to be. Upright. Okay. And then 2 of Swords reverse. Restlessness. Tough decision. So the situation in which you were traumatized. I don't know why I'm hearing stalked. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm getting a weird feeling. I don't know. This is not a 3 of Cups like it's positive. I'm not like getting like a ooh. And the world here can also mean the internet. So there's an aspect here to, I mean, karmic cycles getting closed. Yes, things are karmically getting better. Yes. But if the question is victimhood, right? The question is the issue. This could have been an issue online, competition, restlessness, a tough decision, or a situation where, talk to me more, Spirit. Help me. Help me. 3 of Cups here. Help me. What else? What am I missing? What am I missing about the story of pile number 3? Strength. I'm missing strength. I can't make this shit up. I'm missing strength. About the strength it took. I guess about rebuilding. Competition, though. Competition. Can we clarify the competition in 3 of Cups? Clarify competition in 3 of Cups. Clarify competition. Arguments. Suffering from an argument. Oh, shit is going crazy. The Hermit. Self-reflection. Libra. Virgo, Libra. Justice. All right, you know what? I'm going to say this. I'm not getting that this was a soon feeling. Feels like this was a while ago, right? An issue that has been outstanding, that has made a major, like, it has played a major aspect in your life. It sticks out in your mind, right? This specific event, uh, which could have involved a disagreement. I don't know. Competition is an okay word for it. I'm getting like conflict, like between you and a few other people that you trusted or were close respect, close party with, and a betrayal there, or a choosing between the two that put you in a position where you were weakened and you had to come back from that. Whether that's a betrayal, a friendship betrayal, or you had to look inward though. Like, you're owed an apology for a situation. Maybe this has had to do either with a friend fallout from the past that you felt didn't play out the way that you intended or the way that you were owed, or a situation where you were strong and never saw the other side of it, never saw the thing close out that was supposed to. That's what I'm really getting from this. Like, you kept your head down. You did what they told you. You said, all right, you know what, fine, like, I will get over it or whatever. So you have resigned yourself to thinking that that is the end of it, and that you are just going to have to get over it, and that nothing more is going to come from it. And Spirit is here to say that's not true. I'm hearing that same thing I heard. You could be back from pile one. I'm hearing that thing again, that body knows the score again. That it's the idea, Spirit knows the score in this pile. The idea here is, like, just because something happened 10 years ago, don't you dare think that it is forgotten. Because karma is one of those interesting things that has a way of evening itself out. Now, if you're wondering, if you got justice for a particular event and you're wondering, will this cycle finally be closed? Will I ever have to deal with this issue again? The answer is it's done. The blessing to you, pile number 3, if you're listening to this and the issue closed itself out and you feel good, is it will never be rehashed. It is over. Congratulations. It's done. You have done the hard work. Spirit wants to congratulate you for how much you've persevered and put yourself through that, and well done, and it will never be rehashed. But if that's not the situation, Spirit is here to say it will be rehashed in a situation of, we will close this out. Don't you dare think we forgot about this, because we came. That's what I'm hearing. Don't you dare. That's what I'm hearing in my head. Don't you dare, which is very specific wording from Spirit, because Spirit is never that aggressive. Don't you dare is what I'm hearing. Think that we forgot about this, because there's a situation where I'm seeing in my head pawns. Like, Spirit has to set up the chessboard in a way that makes the most sense to make the dominoes fall. That's what I'm really getting. Like, this is giving me, I'm seeing in my head again, Virginia Guffrey. I'm just who I'm seeing in my head. It's like, don't you think that because she passed away, that she is not going to be getting this justice? Don't you think that because she was abused as a teen and now she's an adult and it's been 30 years that she's not going to get this justice? Don't you dare. Because there's a weird way of what goes on. I'm hearing that Justin Timberlake, dun 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 dun. What goes on? You don't have to say what you did. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. I already know. I know about him. Wow, that's crazy. That Spirit just used that. You don't have to say what you did. I already know. That's so crazy. What goes around, goes around, goes around, comes all the way back around. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm hearing in my head. Like, Spirit is trying to say if there's something outstanding, know that it will. If Spirit's saying, if you don't got your loose ends tied up, diva, tie them up, because guess what? Because I'm a professional fucking knot tire, and I'm going to come by with a lighter, and I'm going to be zapping them, and I'm going to see which ones hold. That's what I'm seeing Spirit in my head, with a torch gun, trying to be like, if there are loose threads, I am going to zap them. Don't you worry about it, because I'm going to get them. And that's the thing. You don't know that. I don't know how I'm hearing you say, what does that mean? This is a metaphor that I'm using. When you cut clothing, like, or rope that has thread, right? You actually use a lighter to burn the ends. Okay, this is like what you would do, for example, for braiding hair. You would burn them to get rid of the little edges and sticker out pieces poking out, and also the heat molds it to itself, like the Kanekalon burns, and to some extent molds to itself to hold the style better. And then after that you dip it, but The same exact situation with clothes. If you have a frayed edge, you can burn it and it'll seal off any frayed hairs, kind of thing. So spirit is showing me that metaphor in my mind right now. That spirit comes by like in the great like weaver of life, in the great like with the threads. Spirit comes with a giant fucking caulking gun, like a heat gun, and says, watch this, and is burning all loose threads, all loose ends on something. You thought I missed these, I am not, before the final product. So that's really interesting. Spirit is saying, don't you worry about your thing is you will see justice before this ends. Do you have anything else you want to say about pile number 3? Yeah, and you will reclaim power, pile number 3. Look at that, King of Wands upright. Looking good, go-getter, confident, and an alchemist. You could be back from pile number 2, but if you're not, you will come back in a way that you're looking better and bigger than ever, and you are confident, and you feel like you feel in control of yourself and over your domain, is like what I'm hearing. Like you exercise free will and you feel safe. Excuse me, I just burped, which means confirmation. Like I'm seeing you like get up in the morning and be like, you know what? I want to go get a coffee. Okay. I want to go to the library. Okay. I want to go shopping. I just want to peruse. I don't even want to buy anything. I just want to peruse. And it's your life to live, and spirit wants you to feel a renewed vigor is what I'm hearing. A renewed vigor, a renewed victory to come back and be able to do what you want and as you please in a way that spirit wants for you and has always wanted for you, even though it feels like it was robbed from you while you lived in fear of this other thing. But that's going to be gone. The cycle is going to feel closed for once and for all. And you are going to feel at peace and settled, knowing that you have everything that you were owed in this situation. A restlessness over a decision that you weren't sure about. It will be righted, baby. Don't you worry about a thing. Thank you so much. I've been the Leo from Jersey. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this reading, please feel free to leave a like or a comment. Tell me about your situation. You know, I'd love to hear it from it, and I'd love to interact with you. Or feel free to subscribe. Feel free to subscribe, because if you subscribe, you could join the Jersey Leo Pride, okay? And if you join the Jersey Leo Pride, then you will only get push videos to you when they mean for you, because I have 1 billion on my channel at this point already, okay? And I'm talking in a baby voice because I can't help it. But you will get push videos that are meant only for you when they have a message in them that spirit intended from me for you when you need to hear it. Like it could be from 2 years ago, and then it pops up first on your timeline. You'd be like, oh, and I'm like, yeah. So thank you so much, pile number 3. Hope you enjoyed. I love if you were back, and I would love to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.